It's another day, and here we are. Today is Wednesday, but I confused all day so far as Thursday, so completely off schedule, but I have an opportunity to do a collective reading now, so it all works out. So this is 7 of Wands and 6 of Swords. So struggling to maintain a position. It's feeling really defensive around a transition that you have to make. And this can be tough for so many different reasons, because part of this transition might have to be admitting that you didn't make the best choice. And that, that's where we want to have the ability to pivot. So, trying not to label our choices and our, decisions and whatever as good or bad, but just more see it as like a direction that we're taking. And so you make a choice, you take it, and then you're like, oh, nope, never mind. And then you pivot, you do something else. You don't like stick with it and beat yourself up over it. So there's something, that you're struggling with in order to make this necessary transition, but it's really important that you kind of drop into your head, rise up into your head, right? Oftentimes we say drop into your heart, drop into your emotions, but this card is kind of asking you to take a very logical approach to whatever it is. So maybe setting emotions aside and seeing that right now the decision has to come from clear boundaries. The decision has to come from taking into consideration the heart for sure, but not leading with it. And this is, our values are what we consider wealthy. The Knight of Pentacles, he's the only knight in the deck that's not charging forward, charging toward his destination. So it shows that the journey, whatever. So maybe you made the choice and you thought it was going to be like this, like great, instant gratification, but maybe it's not that. Maybe it's more of like, it's going to take time, or there's a process, or it has to be very methodical. Enjoying the fruits of your labor. This is a woman who she has built a lot of financial independence. Again, Pentacles. So she really knows that she's surrounded herself with, with these gifts of things that she's accumulated through hard work. So the hooded falcon on the card represents that this is someone, the falcon is a predator. So this is someone that kind of takes all of those, rocks or stones that were thrown at her, and she built a really good foundation. Like, she's lovingly looking at this predator, at this thing that, could attack her, as if to say like lovingly thanking, little unprocessed grief there apparently, thanking all of the hardship, like thanking the experience of what you learned through the process. And remember, learning's not comfortable. And maybe that's the struggle. You're trying to learn something right now and it's not coming easy. Okay, it'll be okay. I think having, holding on to this focus of happiness and joy, and it can be really hard sometimes to hold on to that, especially when we think we've made a wrong decision, especially when we think we are, stalling or not charging forward on our path. Sometimes we do have to just slow it down and use magic. This is the magician connects heaven and earth. and like whatever that heaven means to you. Like maybe you're even still just figuring that out. Maybe you're like you chose a religion or a faith or something to believe in or whatever, and you're feeling disappointed about it. That's fine. Like it's okay. You can replace that word of heaven with like a higher consciousness. And so you're connecting the two, and you have all of the tools at your disposal. You don't need to look any further than your backyard, right? Like you don't have to look any further than what you already have. You've got everything. And so, trusting in that magic, maybe it means like actually like doing some magic, right? Like make a little spell jar or, YouTube or Google, I don't know, spell for prosperity or healing or whatever, right? Like whatever you want to do. The Empress is the mother of the deck. She's the feminine energy. That aligns really well with that magic, that higher consciousness. That's what we're connecting to when we pray, when we meditate, just that thing that's outside of us, but that's really within us. We're connecting to it. We're connecting to this vast wealth of consciousness that we all have access to. Like that it's not like some people have access to it and other people don't. It's a state of being. And so this could be asking you to kind of tap into more of your intuition. It could be asking you to look at mothering energy, how you mother others, how people mother you, the relationship that you have with your own mother. This could like root back to that choice that you made, right? Like maybe it's a people-pleasing thing. I don't know. But I feel like that's the message. Oh, nope, one more. And 10 of Pentacles. More Pentacles, more values. Everything is going to be okay. This is kind of focusing on your family, your root chakra, your sense of belonging in the world. And maybe if there's not a sense of belonging, like, do some shadow work on that and find or create that tribe that you're looking for. It's going to be all right.